What up, what up? What's the B word, man? I'm Anthony Addison with another segment of What's the B word. Like and subscribe to the page. Hit me up on Instagram, What's the B word 52. Just like you see on YouTube. Hit me up on Facebook, What's the B word. And hit me up on Twitter, B word 52. And y'all already know what's up with me, baby. Baltimore Raven fan, Raven Nation stand up. Flock, let's get it. And if you're not a Raven fan, you might be a fan of whoever. Hit that like button anyway. Hit that subscribe button anyway, because we talk football, period, baby. But anyway, reason why we here today is to talk about my week 2 picks, man. Y'all already know what time it is. Some games went the way I thought they were last week, and some games didn't go the way I thought it was gonna go last week. But you know, that's how it is. Week 1 in the NFL, but at the same time, any week, it's any given Sunday, man. It's football, you know. All it takes is for you to be the best man. Sorry, dropped my phone. But all it takes is for you to be the best man for one day in football. So here we go, man. We're going to go and pop it off. First game of the week, primetime game, Thursday night football. I don't know why they booked this to be a Thursday night game. I know why, but I don't know why. But anyway, it's the tale between who got the best kickers. You know, both kickers was terrible. We got the Cincinnati Bengals. I'm done with the shade. I promise I'm done with the shade. But seriously, we got the Cincinnati Bengals versus the Cleveland Browns. And me, honestly, I believe that Cleveland will win this game right here. I believe that Joe Burrow is playing against a different pass rush and a different defense than what Baker Mayfield is playing against. Cincinnati defense still is not that all that to me. Cleveland got a pretty decent defense. I mean, just be real. I mean, they secondary banged up, but their front seven, well, their front four at least, is pretty decent. You still got Myles Garrett over there and stuff like that. And plus Baker still got more help. To me, Baker got more help than Joe Burrow too. I mean, he got Kareem Hunt and he got Nick Chubb. And you know, Odell might not have a good game, but this might be the game where he can have a pretty decent game. Him and Jarvis Landry. And they got the tight ends and stuff like that. And I mean, True Burrow got AJ and, you know, a couple of other guys, but it's his first year and it's like the COVID thing and all that. Even though the Cleveland's not, you know, on point like they were, like they weren't on point last week, but I believe they'll be more on point than Cincinnati. So I got Cleveland beating Cincinnati in that game right there. The next game is the Buffalo Bills versus the Miami Dolphins. And I got Buffalo winning that game right there, man, because Buffalo has a legit defense. Josh Allen played well last week. They just got a pretty good team. They got a good coach, Sean McDermott. I always have trouble with his name. But they really have a good team. I mean, honestly, they my favorite to win the East. And it's not because Brady left. It's because they was knocking at the door last year. They was right there. I think they was like 2 games away from winning the East. And, the defense just, you know, only going to get better and better, man, because they got a real legit defense. They defense completely earned my respect when we played against them, man, because they defense stood tall against us, even though we won that game, but they defense still played well. And if Josh Allen can keep playing the way he played last week, which I doubt, but if he can keep playing the way he played last week, then, you know, the Bills might be a serious threat. But I got the Bills beating the Dolphins in that game right there. The next game, the San Francisco 49ers versus the New York Jets. The Jets are hands down one of the worst teams in the NFL, one of the worst situations in the NFL. Sam Darnold hasn't been looking that well. Plus, their O-line ain't the best. Le'Veon Bell hurt, and he's been just, you know, since you gave him the money. You know, they missing a lot of pieces on defense. The Jets it's just a bad situation. And I'm not big on their coach. I still don't understand how that man got a job. How did he get a job and the Kansas City Chief offensive coordinator didn't get a job? I never know. But it's black and white. San Francisco gonna win that game big against the Jets. The next game is the Denver Broncos versus the Pittsburgh Steelers, and it took a little second for me to just pick who was going to win this game because I was very impressed by the Denver Broncos defense, about how they played Derrick Henry and stuff like that. They played them pretty good even though they lost that game. Pittsburgh kind of struggled against the Giants for the beginning, but then, you know, they knocked the rust off and kind of made adjustments and then started pulling away a little bit. But I'm going to pick the Pittsburgh Steelers against the Denver Broncos on the simple fact that I believe Pittsburgh defense going to make more plays than anybody, really, on that in that game right there. I think they're going to play. I think they're going to make more plays than Denver offense. I think they're going to make more plays than Denver defense. I think they're going to make more plays than Pittsburgh offense. And that's just facts. Pittsburgh defense, like last night, I mean, they defense really, put them in a situation to win. I mean, so I believe TJ and Bub Dupree and Bush they gonna have a good game, and they gonna pull it out against Denver. So I got Steelers winning that game. The next game is the Minnesota Vikings versus the Colts. And man, Phillip Rivers, like, man, him and these interceptions, man. I mean, I think his age with Phillip Rivers and his throwing style is like, due to his age, and he probably ain't got that same, strength in his arm. Like, it's finally starting to catch up with him, and he's not as accurate and as lethal as he used to be. And I don't believe in the Colts right now. I don't. If Phillip gonna keep turning the ball over, then they lost Marlon Mack with an Achilles injury, even though they got the young guy that's pretty decent. I just don't believe in Phillip Rivers right now. I don't believe in him. And it's hard for me to say that because they going against Kirk Cousins. And I really don't believe in Kirk Cousins like that. But I do think the Vikings has a better team. I mean, I honestly do. So I'm just gonna pick the Vikings because I believe they the better team. The next game is the Jacksonville Jaguars versus the Tennessee Titans, and man, Gardner Minshew, the Mississippi boy. I'm from Mississippi, so I root for him from time to time. And he surprised the crap out of me last week, man. He really surprised me, man. And he, if he keep playing like how he playing, then they probably don't need a tank for Trevor. Still probably won't tank to get somebody good, but man, they might got their quarterback and they might be looking afar and not even knowing that they got the blessing sitting right in front of them. So, and a lot of people have that problem. I'm not trying to get personal type thing, but a lot of people have that problem. They look afar and don't see the blessing in front of them. Gardner Minshew played, man, he balled out. He balled out, man. But I got the Tennessee Titans in this game because for some reason, and I don't know what Jacksonville did to Derrick Henry, but for some reason, these last few years, when Jacksonville played Derrick Henry, he goes off. He goes off. Big run after big run after big run. Stiff arm after stiff arm. I'm just saying, man. I'm talking about, like, Jacksonville probably have nightmares of that stiff arm because Derrick Henry be giving it to him. And I believe, even though Derrick Henry didn't have the best game last night, I believe that Derrick Henry gonna rebound and he gonna have him a pretty good game against Jacksonville. So I got the Tennessee Titans going 2-0 and beating the Jacksonville Jaguars. The next game is the Dallas Cowboys against the Atlanta Falcons. And man, this game kind of funny too, because when you look at their games last week, you say it's the same old Falcons. And when you look at the Cowboys game last week, you like it's the same old Cowboys. But I believe that the Cowboys just a more talented team and they a better team. And they did get robbed on that offensive pass interference. I'm not gonna lie. I'm not gonna be biased just because I throw shade at the Cowboys, but they did get robbed on the offensive PI. And to me, they just a better they're a better team than Atlanta. I mean, a lot of these games just black and white to me. To me, they just a better team than Atlanta. I don't know what's going on. It's just like, I'm gonna tell you what, to me, Atlanta should have went ahead and fired their coach last year, but they wanted to give him another shot. But I think that, like, his message and what he's trying to get up out of his team, it's over. It's over. It's been gone since that Super Bowl. And when stuff like that happen, man, it's just time to start over. And they should have just started over last year. It might be somewhere where the Kansas City offensive coordinator might end up being next year. He might end up in Atlanta. But I got the Dallas Cowboys winning that game. The next game is the Los Angeles Rams versus the Philadelphia Eagles. And I'm going to put it like this. LA's going to win this game. Why? Did you see Philadelphia offensive line? Did you see Philadelphia offensive line? Now, did you see Aaron Donald against the Dallas Cowboys? Did you see how he bust through the line and ragdoll Zeke? Did you see how he knocked the guard and tackled down at one time by himself? Did you see that they was throwing every combination block and anything at this dude and they couldn't stop this dude? And Dallas supposed to have a decent, pretty good line. But this ain't Dallas line this time. This is Philadelphia line where Carson Wentz was running for his freaking life, and plus he likes to hold the ball. He don't like to check down. He like to do deep ball things. I'm gonna put it like this: if he want to make it past week 2, he better get that ball out of his hand because he knows now that his offensive line is not that good, and they got a full grown man on that other side of the ball. So my advice to Carson Wentz is just get the ball out of your hand, please. Please get the ball out of your hand because that's a grown man over there. The next game is the Chicago Bears versus the New York Giants. New York showed me a little something, man. Daniel Jones showed me a little something, man. He played okay. Like he was a real big meh. But it was more than what I seen in the past. But I just like their offensive line as far as run blocking and pass blocking is just so terrible. And they can't get Saquon going with the way they're playing and stuff like that. And, you know, Chicago got a grown man themselves over there. So, I'm not even going to mention his name. They got a grown man over there. And the defense is pretty good in Chicago. I'm not a big Mitchell Trubisky fan. But, hey, he did pretty good last week. But their offensive line is going to be a problem for New York. And until New York be able to block well and be able to get Saquon Barkley going, then New York is going to have a rough time because to me, he's what get the offense going. If they can get Saquon going, then it makes Daniel Jones' job that much easier. But if Saquon can't get going because he got to break a tackle in the backfield, then they won't be successful at all this season. But I got the Chicago Bears winning that game. The next game, division game, the Green Bay Packers versus the Detroit Lions. And I got the Packers playing this game, and Aaron Rodgers looked pretty sharp. But Aaron Rodgers said, love. Ain't no love in the heart of the city, baby. And ain't no love in the heart of town, baby. I'm here to stay. That's what A-Rod say. You going to disrespect me like that, I'm going to have to go and show this young buck how it's done and how Brett Favre kept me on the bench for a couple of years. And plus, you know, the defense played okay. They gave us some points. They played okay. They gave us some points. They gave us, never mind. Scratch that okay. They gave us some points last week when I think about it. But Aaron Rodgers played, man. And Aaron Rodgers kind of looked like A-Rod old in that game. But I'm going to wait to just claim it because, you know, he older and I got to see how long he can keep it up because he older now. You know, he's older. So we just going to see. But I got the Green Bay Packers winning this game against the Detroit Lions because of the simple fact, for the most part, the Green Bay Packers own Detroit. I mean, that's just what it is. The next game is the Carolina Panthers versus the Tampa Bay Buccaneers. And I think Tom Brady gonna bounce back this game right here, and the Bucs will win. Like I said before, I'm not big on Teddy Bridgewater. I'm not big on the Buccaneers, but I just think that they'll pull it out. They'll pull it out. I don't believe Brady gonna go 0-2 like that. The next game, the Arizona Cardinals versus the Washington football team. I almost said the other team. I almost said the boop. But the Washington football team. And I got Arizona winning this. Like I told y'all, man, Arizona is on a come up. And if you're not noticing it, then wake up. They're on a come up. Kyler Murray is legit. He's legit. And now he just got him a receiver. Did you see what D-Hop did last week? 14 catches, a buck something, a tub. Did you see what he did? Did you see how Kyler Murray played when he got a legit number one target now? No disrespect to Larry Fitzgerald, but Larry's old now. He's not the same Fitzgerald. He's not the same Fitzgerald at all. My bad, y'all. Baby boy started crying, so I had to check on it real quick. But like I was saying about the Washington, about the Arizona Cardinals, man, they on the come up. Arizona is on the come up, and people just gotta go ahead and man, just accept it. The defense is playing decent. Like I said, you guys, the guy they just drafted, his name slipped. Y'all drop in the comments what his name is. The guy from Clemson, his name slipped straight out of my mind just then. You know, daddy do this. That happens to you when you're a daddy, man. Your mind slipped. They got Buda Baker, you know, they got Pat P still out there. I mean, they got a decent defense and a decent team, man. So Arizona's on the come up. And I think that Washington won that game last week. Not that they was that good. It was that Philly played that bad in the second half. And to me, Washington still ain't that good. They got a good pass rush though. Got Chase Young and my dog Montez Sweat from Mississippi State. Hurt. Go Bulldogs. You know I'm a Bulldog. But still, I don't think that's enough. I think Kyler Murray and them going to go 2-0. And the Arizona Cardinals is on their way. The next game, and I'm going to keep that brief, the Baltimore Ravens versus the Houston Texans. I picked the Baltimore Ravens. Ravens get their separate video. Go in detail in their video. So y'all will catch that video probably tomorrow or the next day. The next game is the Kansas City Chiefs versus the LA Chargers. And I got Kansas City winning that game. They just a better team. Pat Mahomes, man. 4.2, 4.3 speed receivers. Stud running back from LSU. Not a big believer in Tyrod Taylor. Not a big believer in the Chargers at all. I think Kansas City is going to go out there and body them. And that's just real. The next game, a primetime game, is the New England Patriots versus the Seattle Seahawks. And I wasn't that impressed with New England. Even though Cam had an alright game and stuff like that, I wasn't that impressed against them with them. They playing the Dolphins, and Cam played alright, but I don't think it's enough to beat Seattle. I honestly don't. And I believe Seattle going to win about, and I normally don't do stuff like that, but I think Seattle probably going to beat them by 10 or 14 points, to be honest. I just wasn't really impressed with New England, especially with them playing Miami. But Miami always play them tough. But I'm just saying, still, I wasn't that impressed. They gonna have to show me better this week coming up. And the last and final game is the New Orleans Saints versus I almost call them Oakland, the Las Vegas Raiders. And this is the first time they play in their brand new stadium. And I was originally going to pick the New Orleans Saints, but I'm going to pick the Raiders off the simple fact they in a new stadium, and they're going to butter it up just like they did the Rams. Another thing, I wasn't that impressed with Drew Brees when he played against Tom Brady. Look like Father Time whooping both they tail right now. The Saints defense is pretty stout, but I'm just going to roll with the Los Angeles. They changing teams and throwing teams every so doggone well. I don't know where they at. The Las Vegas Raiders. I'm going to go and roll with them, and they're going to have a party in the new stadium. Well, anyway, them my picks for this week. Y'all make sure y'all like the video. Y'all share the video. Subscribe to my YouTube channel. Hit me up on Facebook, What's the Bword? Hit me up on Twitter, Bword52. Hit me up on Instagram, What's the Bword52. Subscribers, I love y'all. We at 915. I'm inching to 1,000. I need 1,000. When I get to 1,000, I'm gonna do a giveaway. Not this chain, but the other chain that I wore on the last video. I'm gonna do a giveaway. I might buy 2 chains and I'm gonna give away 2. So when we get to 1,000, be looking out for that giveaway. And I'm not just gonna give it away. I'm gonna ask a question or something, and whoever answers it first will get the chains. But anyway. Flock, I love y'all. Subscribers, I love y'all. And let's hope that Cleveland and Cincinnati have a draw in 2 days. But anyway, I'll see y'all next time.